5 Traits Women Find Irresistible in a Man Part 2. Hello everyone. In today's video, we will explore 5 additional qualities that women find appealing, which can help you embody the essence of a true man in their eyes. Additionally, I will share an important piece of advice regarding a behavior that women generally dislike, so it's best to steer clear of that. If you're new here, my name is Anna Jorgensen, and welcome to Just the Tip Tuesday. If you haven't had the chance to check out my previous video, I will provide a link to it at the end of this one, so be sure to give it a watch. Now, let's dive right in. Our focus today is on characteristics that any man can cultivate, as there are only so many changes you can make to your physical appearance. It's essential to consider how you can enhance your personality to attract the type of woman you desire. The first quality to develop is authenticity. Being authentic means embracing who you truly are without any apologies. A great example of this is my father. He was a polarizing figure. People either adored him or strongly disliked him. This was largely due to his unwavering authenticity. People trusted him because they knew that what he said and did came from a genuine place, regardless of whether they agreed with him or not. In practical terms, this means that if you have a passion for singing, don't shy away from it just because you think it might come across as too feminine. There are countless successful male singers who defy that stereotype. Similarly, if dancing is your thing, embrace it wholeheartedly. Whether you enjoy building motorcycles or any other hobby that might seem unconventional, own it completely. Avoid downplaying your interests or trying to conform to what you think others want you to be. This level of authenticity is incredibly attractive. Moreover, when you are genuine, it subconsciously encourages her to be her true self as well. Not everyone will appreciate the real you, and that's perfectly fine. You want to connect with those who value you for who you are, allowing you to be open without hiding any part of yourself. This authenticity also requires a certain level of courage, which we discussed in my last video. So, always strive to be your true self. The second quality we'll discuss is closely related to authenticity and revolves around core values. Women find it incredibly attractive when a man stands firm in his beliefs and values. Regardless of how impressive she is or how intimidating a situation may be, a man who remains steadfast in his core principles is highly appealing. This reliability shows that he can be trusted to uphold what is important to him, which is a quality that women deeply appreciate. A woman desires a partner who is unwavering in his convictions. When faced with challenging situations, it's essential not to back down easily, much like a paper napkin that crumples under pressure. Life will present numerous tough moments, and during these times, it's crucial for her to have confidence that you will stand firm on your principles, especially regarding matters that hold significant importance to you. Even if your stance conflicts with her desires, she may not openly express her approval, but deep down, she will respect your resolve. This respect is a vital precursor to attraction. It's worth noting that if she ever senses that you are wavering from your core values, she might put you to the test. If you find yourself frequently facing these tests, it could be beneficial to check out my playlist titled Why She Tests You and How to Handle Her Tests, which I will link below for your convenience. This discussion naturally leads us to another highly attractive quality that women appreciate in a man, the establishment of boundaries. Understanding your fundamental beliefs, values, and standards empowers you to set necessary boundaries as they arise. If you have encountered similar issues with other women in the past, it's wise to address these boundaries proactively, even if they haven't yet surfaced in your current relationship. By setting clear boundaries, you can also provide follow-up actions if someone begins to infringe upon those limits or tests them. Again, I recommend watching my playlist on handling tests, as it offers valuable insights. It's important to communicate the potential consequences of crossing these boundaries clearly. If she continues to test these limits, you must be prepared to enforce the consequences you've outlined. This approach is somewhat akin to how one might manage a misbehaving child. Sometimes, women will test your limits, often due to emotional responses. When a woman feels uncertain about your reliability, her subconscious may trigger her to test you. She might notice a disconnect between your words and actions, leading her to question whether you can be the partner she expects. To address this, it's crucial to follow through on the consequences you've established, demonstrating that you are a man of your word, committed to your boundaries and core values. It's important to remember that while women need to hear no from you, as discussed in my video on the significance of saying no, they may still react emotionally in the moment. Women are wired differently than men, their emotional centers are significantly larger, which can lead to heightened reactions. Even if she appears upset or unhappy when you assert your boundaries, she will ultimately respect you for it and learn to understand where those limits lie. This understanding is essential for a healthy relationship. Let's hold off on that topic for now and move on to point number 5, which focuses on the concept of responsibility. It's important to clarify that being responsible doesn't mean accepting blame for situations that are beyond your control. Instead, it involves acknowledging and taking charge of the aspects of your life where you can make a difference. For instance, consider the scenario where you feel trapped in your job. Many individuals, particularly men, can relate to the importance of work as a means to support themselves and, in some cases, their families. If you find yourself feeling stuck in your current position, but are not actively taking steps to improve your situation, such as asking your supervisor for a raise or seeking new opportunities, then you are not fully embracing your responsibility in that area of your life. Now, let's also think about relationships. If you encounter a disagreement with your partner, part of being responsible is reflecting on your own actions and considering how you might change your behavior to achieve a better outcome in the future. A common issue in long-term relationships is that one partner, often a man, may become too comfortable and start to take their partner for granted. While it's true that women can also fall into this pattern, it's crucial to recognize that if you are neglecting important aspects of the relationship that matter to your partner, you need to take responsibility for your role in it. By doing so, you can reduce the likelihood of your partner feeling the need to test your commitment or challenge you unnecessarily. If you consistently deflect blame or refuse to acknowledge your part in the relationship dynamics, it can lead to increased tension and conflict. Taking responsibility is not about excusing others for their poor decisions. It's about owning up to your own actions and recognizing where you could have made better choices. If you realize that you've made a mistake, it's essential to admit it and take accountability. This builds trust, showing your partner that you can handle the challenges that life throws your way. Life is unpredictable, and when difficulties arise, your partner doesn't want to see you retreating in fear. If you do, it may trigger a maternal instinct in her, which is not conducive to attraction. Now, let's circle back to point number 4, which is closely related to setting and maintaining boundaries. It's important to understand that reactions are a natural part of any relationship. Women, like all individuals, will have emotional responses at times, and it's something you'll need to accept as part of the dynamic. Picture this: she snaps at you, seems moody for no obvious reason, or has simply had a rough day. Her reaction may stem from premenstrual symptoms, stress at work, or another trigger that is totally unrelated to you. Women, just like men, have emotional ups and downs. This brings us to point number 4, and then we will cover one major turn-off. Point 5 centers on emotional control. Your capacity to manage your own feelings when she loses her cool, or when life throws a curveball, is crucial. Of course, everyone reaches a boiling point now and then, and sometimes you will vent. However, if you can keep your composure, especially in response to her outbursts, she will feel safer with you and will treat your perspective as more valuable. Think about it: whenever someone erupts in anger, the people around them automatically doubt that anything said in that heated moment is rational. When we are furious, we are usually not thinking clearly. If you can remain calm, even while you are genuinely feeling annoyance or frustration inside, she will trust you more, both physically and emotionally. She will also give more weight to the insights or solutions you propose. Staying calm might mean taking a breather. You could say, "I need a quick drive, I'll be back soon." If the incident is minor, you might even inject a bit of humor. Light teasing can diffuse tension, provided she is the type who recognizes her own irrational moments and can laugh about them later. If you are unsure whether she is that type of woman, see my video on spotting a keeper. Just be careful. If her grievance is serious and she is visibly distressed, mocking her will only make matters worse. Remember the distinction between reacting and responding. Reacting is immediate, driven by fight-or-flight instincts. Think reflexive rather than reflective. Responding, on the other hand, involves a pause, deliberate thought, and then a mature reply. If she is temporarily stuck in an emotional whirlwind, she needs you to be the rational anchor. Now, let's address a powerful deal-breaker: inauthenticity. Women are turned off when a man presents a fake persona, whether he is bragging, making promises he cannot keep, or pretending to be someone he is not. Authenticity matters more than expensive dinners or flashy compliments. In the long run, no grand gesture can compensate for genuinely unreliable character. If the version of yourself you show her is a facade, she will eventually sense it, and trust will erode. So supply honesty and consistency, no matter who the woman is or how much you want to impress her. If you're not being genuine, she can tell. Women have a strong intuition for this kind of thing. It's not just intuition. When you're being inauthentic, your words and actions don't match up, creating a lack of consistency. She'll pick up on that disconnect, and it will make her feel unsafe around you. Speaking of safety, you might wonder, what about bad boys? Aren't women attracted to them? Here's the thing. Emotionally damaged women are often drawn to bad boys because these men exhibit alpha male traits. However, these women are usually unaware of healthier relationship dynamics due to their own emotional wounds. Ask yourself, do you really want to be with someone who's emotionally unstable? Probably not. So, skip the bad boy act. Another point to consider is that even a woman with emotional baggage might subconsciously believe, if he's harsh with me, he'll be even worse to anyone who threatens me. This flawed logic makes her feel protected, but it's not a foundation for a healthy relationship. You're better off avoiding such dynamics altogether. Take this advice to heart, work on improving yourself, and stay tuned. Next week, I'll share 5 more insights. If you missed the first video, go back and check it out. Thanks for being here, and for those who've donated, I truly appreciate it. Coffee and chocolate. Always a mood booster. That's all for now, catch you next time.